Gabriela Salgado is a rising force in South African women's football, making a name for herself as a dynamic midfielder in the JVW first team, as well as being a national player for Banyana Banyana. 2022 was said to be her biggest year yet, but sadly her career trajectory was recently halted in the most tragic of ways.
Obviously, being part of the national team and being able to represent my country for the last 2 years consistently, it's something that I really worked hard towards, and obviously this year's goal in 2022 was to go to the AFCON, which unfortunately due to injury I've been sidelined. And it's actually a very sad story on my end, because it was 2 days before camp. We had a game against Bloem Celtic in the Hollywood Bet Super League, and in the 90th minute I got tackled and I fractured my collarbone. It was sad news for me, because as I hit the floor I knew that I wasn't going to be part of the team going to Morocco or even just being in camp in South Africa. And it was very challenging emotionally and mentally. I put in all the effort and hard work. I knew it was a big competition and we're playing against the best in Africa. This would have been my first tournament with Banyana Banyana at a higher level. It's heartbreaking. It's taken a toll on me. It's something that I didn't think would happen to me, especially at this crucial time. Timing was just really bad. But I look forward to moving forward, and I think this is an opportunity for me to bounce back and to come back stronger and to just work forward to my dream. My ultimate dream was, as a small little girl, I want to play in the World Cup, and I'm one step closer to achieving that dream. And I think just having the opportunity to work with Amanda during this time, any guidance and support from her would really help me moving forward. And she's played in Olympics twice. She's competed at a higher level. She's been through all the ups and downs that football holds. And I think that she will guide me and lead me in the right direction in terms of getting back on the field and keeping me motivated to go forward and hopefully achieve my goal of being part of the team that plays in the World Cup.
Now able to rejoin her JVW teammates in partial training, Amanda Dlamini joins Gabby at her first practice back, where they discuss the way forward in the Ryobi Won't Quit crew.
Choosing Gabby was one of the easy decisions. I think just having spent a bit of time with her, either in the national team or at JVW, I think her work rate, her willingness to want to learn has been one of the elements that really drove me towards choosing her. The greatest part about working with Gabby is that she finds herself in a very conducive environment, and that is JVW Football Club, where she is also exposed to senior players of the national team that can maybe advise her, but maybe also motivate her. Having to sit on the lines and just watch other players working hard can be a bit frustrating for a player who's been out on an injury for a while. But how do we exercise that patience for her? Can she understand what she needs to do as she implements the patient part of the game? And that speaks to shutting out the noise. You want to get back, you want to so eagerly get back to the field, but you have to trust the process. If the physio says you have to stop for a certain period, that's what you need to do, and that's trusting the process. Having experienced this frustration or this setback myself, where injuries are concerned, I think it just makes it a lot more easier to relate with Gabby. And that is on days where she doesn't feel like talking, on days where she doesn't feel like training, on days where she even doubts her potential. And but this is also part of the building blocks, and this is how you build a career forward, especially if it is that you're an elite athlete. And I think Gabby then now finds herself in a position where she has the ability to come back a lot more stronger. But how do we equip her with that strength to come back a bit stronger? Those will be the building blocks and building steps that we'll implement this mentorship, of which I feel she has the ability and capacity to engage in that and probably consume the information and advice that we'll be giving her. And I hope that from now onwards, there's just so many competitions. There's the COSAFA, there's the World Cup next year. She can always just pace herself. Obviously, making reference to her training program, her recovery program or rehab, we have to make sure that we track the days, months, weeks into the major tournament, which will be the World Cup. And hopefully we can assist her in the best way possible.
To follow the progress of Team Dlamini, and the other teams in the 2022 Ryobi Won't Quit Crew, visit won'tquitcrew.co.za.